Hello, my dear Capricorn. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies for this time frame. There we go. Already fell out for you, my friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome for the week, and the overall vibe. We got the 9 of Wands here as your overall vibe. You could have a lot of tough decisions that you're gonna have to make this week. You also might have to wrap up some work that you might not even be ready to wrap up yet, but the deadlines are gonna be there, or you're gonna feel some kind of pressure that like that's it, things have to be finished up this week, my dear friend. So it might feel a little stressful. It might feel like you have to continue pushing through and find some kind of resilience and grit within yourself. However, with this persistent desire to complete whatever project you're working on, there is a high chance that you will come out on top, right? Just be aware of like arguing with others this week, or kind of like disagreeing with others here. You're currently in the Hermit energy, which is the energy of kind of looking inwardly, looking into yourself, trying to figure out what is working for you, what is not working for you. This is also a Virgo energy, like a very kind of nitpicky energy. So you might be really not satisfied with the way your projects are going, or maybe they're going not the way you have envisioned, and you just don't necessarily feel like you should be the one adjusting. Yet it seems like your surroundings, the universe, are calling you to adjust and take a slightly different approach here, which you're not totally against with the Knight of Wands here. However, you're kind of being a little bit stubborn as well, because you want things your way here, and you kind of don't want to do it any other way. And with the Four of Cups being in your obstacle, the universe wants you to understand that, yeah, sometimes it feels suffocating. It feels like everything is so unfair when things are not going totally your way. And you might even feel like saying, F this, I don't want to do this right now, and kind of get back to the board and try to figure out how you can still finalize this project and pursue your idea your way without really allowing input of others into this whole situation, which you are being called to do this week. What the universe is telling you to do with an Ace of Cups being in your strength sector is look for an opportunity to finish this thing up. If it means that you have to listen to somebody else's advice, then that's what you gotta do. If it means that you have to adjust the way you're approaching a problem, then that's what you gotta do, because you gotta finish it up. And the more you sit on it, the more you are kind of taking that time to figure out how to better match your vision, then less and less chances you will have to get it done. And this can apply in any area of your life. This is a very much general reading, so do take it as it resonates. It could be applicable to your relationships, to your work situation. It could be applicable to anything, really. But the message here that I'm hearing really, really, really loudly for you, my dear friend, is allow to look at the situation from a different perspective. Allow yourself to just finishing up. And if you have the goal of let me just finish this in mind, then you're gonna be able to finalize this a lot sooner and get the results that you want from it. Even if the final result might not be totally what you anticipated, even if the road to get there is not exactly how you envisioned it, you will get there. And let's see the possible outcome. Seven of Wands. You definitely will get there. And as I said before, it doesn't mean that it's going to be without a challenge. It doesn't mean that you are not gonna have to keep going here. But the Seven of Wands is also a really lucky card. It's the card saying that, like, no matter how much is being thrown at you, and the end of the day, you're gonna come on top. At the end of the day, you will win. And at the end of the day, the result will only benefit you, my friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Aquarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at where your energies are, my dear friend. Hey, your subconscious drives, your obstacle, support for this week, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Very lucky energy, my dear friend. This is the energy of, like, things just coming to you easy, like things working out. You pick up the phone, you need to call somebody, you need to get something done, and bam, they're on the other line. They're able to take you in right away, get whatever is it that you need done. It's kind of like when stars align kind of energy, when things just work out type of energy. This is also could be indicative of changing your cycle in your life, where maybe certain things were not really going your way, and now all of a sudden your outlook changes a little bit. You're smiling a little more, you're more welcoming to possibilities, and bam, the possibilities are there for you. Very interesting energy, very lucky energy. It could come in big packages, or it can come in small packages. I do not know, but let's see what the rest of the cards are saying here. So the universe is telling me that right now you are in this Tower energy. And this is the energy when you feel that things are changing, and they are changing. Things are no longer as they used to be. Usually with the Tower energy, it's like when things that have not been stable in your life are finally collapsing. So the friendship that you were feeling a type of way about, like you would call a friend, they don't pick up the phone on you, you make a date with that friend, finally they don't show up, or they cancel on you yet again and again and again, or if they actually show up, you're the one who has to pay for the bill. There's just like these little things that are actually really big things, and you understand that, like, this is not a friendship, this relationship is not worth kind of continuing. And you coming up to this realization this week, like, oh my God, this person is not it. Like, they're not a friend to me. Like, I don't even look forward to hanging out with them. They're a burden. Could be in a relationship where you realize that, like, things might not be as okay as you once thought they were okay. You know, if you have a partner who's unreliable and somebody who doesn't come through, this could be a week where they don't come through again. And you're like, oh my God, like, how many more times am I gonna take this? How many more times am I gonna deal with this? It could be somebody speaking with you disrespectfully at work or taking advantage of your work. I do feel like this does have to do with your work situation in as well here. You might have somebody at work who's like overly demanding of you, or yet not as demanding of others. Like, you are feeling it with the Four of Pentacles here. Whatever unfairness is happening in your life, you're definitely feeling it. And with this Tower energy, you are just no longer willing to continue engaging in these situations, and that's because something even bigger might have happened this week, or because you're realizing that, like, this is not for me, like, this is just ridiculous, it's draining, my energy is being drained out of me, like, for what? You know, the universe is telling you, with the Death card being in your obstacle, do not fight this change. Do not allow yourself to not speak up. Do not allow yourself not to walk away, or rather, allow yourself to walk away. Allow yourself to speak up. Allow yourself to not punish yourself anymore by being in situations that are not working for you. And with the Ten of Swords being in your strength, it's telling you your fear, this fear of leaving the situation behind, is real. There's no way to diminish it. You're obviously walking away from the situation and you will lose something. However, by losing this something, you will gain something much bigger. You will gain an opportunity to engage in a whole new cycle in your life that is more healthy, that is going to be aligned with who you are as a person. You know, it's like, how many more times are you going to pick up the phone to call that friend up who's going to ditch you yet again? This is a general reading, so obviously this might not resonate with you as I'm telling it to you. However, it is Aquarian energy, and see how it resonates in your life, because there is something in your life that you are dealing with because you're too scared to let it go here. Yet the universe is telling you, just let it go. You know, don't control it. Whenever that person calls you up again, whatever, don't pick up the phone. You don't even have to have that whole conversation. If somebody at work is taking advantage of you, just tell them, I'm too busy. I have all these other projects to work on. You know, you don't have to be nasty about it. You could just tell them, I'm working on like 10 other projects. When I'm done, I'm going to help you out or whatever, and never help them out. But the Fool energy being your possible outcome for the week, that's this new beginning, you know. And I like how the Fool came up here, because as I said to you, with the Wheel of Fortune being the overall energy, it's like this possibility for a whole new cycle is coming to you this week. There is a big change coming into your life that's gonna be a lot more lucky, a lot more easy, a lot more positive. And I feel like you're going to recognize whatever is it that's not working for you anymore. You're going to be able to let it go and allow this new positivity into your life. This new beautiful energy will set you free for sure. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my dear Aquarius. Hello, my dear Pisces, welcome. This is your intuitive energetic reading for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies for this week, my friend. Your subconscious drive here, obstacle, possible strength, possible outcome, overall vibe. Two of Swords, kind of confusing energy, you're being called to make some kind of a decision here this week, yet you're not really sure which way to go, yet you need to make a decision, yet you don't know what to do. It could be a very difficult choice that you are being faced this week. Yeah, confusing energy. Let's see what we got here. So we're starting off with the Three of Swords energy for you, my friend. You're disappointed in something. You're definitely upset over a situation. Something did not work out the way you wanted to work out. It could be there could have been a heartbreak, where like a literal heartbreak within a relationship, where maybe your partner said something to you, have done something to you, or didn't say something, or didn't do something that you expected them to do or really wanted them to do. This could be a work situation, whatever it is. This could be anywhere. There's a lot of Swords. Definitely in your mind, you definitely feel like you're wronged, and you probably are wronged in some type of way. And that's why you have to make that choice. Like, this idea of choice keeps on coming up. And look at this, we have a Two of Wands here again, which is another card that is all about making choices, all about planning ahead, figuring out how to live your life after this. You could have not gotten a bonus at work that you wanted. You could have gotten fired. You could have gotten I don't know, lost some money on stock market and now you don't know what to do. Definitely something has happened that is causing you to suffer on the inside. Like, and the suffering, like, you understand that you got to do something about it. Like, you can't just sit here and be upset about it. You're also realizing that something needs to be done. You got to make some kind of a decision. What is it that I got to do? What is it that I have to kind of consider in order to move forward? What the universe is telling you with the Six of Swords being in your obstacle, as much as you want to run away from this, this is not the time to just walk away from this yet. You cannot leave this behind as of yet. Harmony is far away. I'm so sorry to say that. This is a general reading. It might not resonate with all of you. However, this energy that I'm picking up is very confusing, because on one hand, you just want to walk away from it and be like, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Like, this is too much for me. So you want to sell whatever stocks you got left in order to get out of the situation, right? If you lost your job, you just want to kind of jump into something completely different and never deal in whatever field that you've been. Like, do something drastic here. And the universe is telling you, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're not being fully... how to say, like, you're just not being fully rational. With the Nine of Swords being in your strength, it's reminding you to, like, okay, calm your mind down. Calm your mind down before you make any final decisions of how to proceed forward. You are unable to make this decision right now, or you're confused about which way to go, is because you are feeling a lot of anxiety, you're feeling a lot of hopelessness, there's some kind of distress and trauma that's surrounding you, and unless you're able to kind of pay attention to your thinking here, and unless you're able to calm your mind down a little bit, you will not be able to make the right decision, because all you want to do right now is run away. And run away might be the right thing to do. However, you gotta really think it through before you make the next move here. Oh, really crappy energy, my dear friend. The good news is, with the Nine of Swords being here, the end is very close. You are very close to figuring out that solution that you're seeking. So it's not really far away. You just got to let your mind quiet down a little bit and allow yourself to move into the next stage of your life. Because this situation was not something that happened unexpectedly. I feel like this situation, you had a gut feeling about it, that it was going to turn out this way. Or there were like little red flags that you, looking back, you were seeing them now. Like, okay, like I should have known a little better kind of a feel. It's not like a blame game though, so please don't take it in that way. What I'm just feeling is that, like, the little signs were there before, and you kind of consciously or even just subconsciously kind of anticipated for this situation to happen, and bam, now it happened, and you're paralyzed, because even though you kind of anticipated for it to happen, you still were hoping that it would never happen. Look at the outcome though. Wow, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, my dear friend. The High Priestess is here as your outcome for the week. I do feel as the week progresses, once you're allowed to quiet your mind a little bit through whichever way you do it, like meditation, going for a run, going for a walk, just sitting in a quiet space for a minute, listening to music, whatever works for you, even if you do it for 15 minutes, that your intuition will allow you to figure out the right decision, which way to go. But you gotta allow that inner voice to come out. And the only way that inner voice can come out is when your mind is quiet. Heavy energy, my dear friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet. And have a wonderful, wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Aries. Welcome. This is your weekly tarot check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look where your energies are for this week, my dear friend. Let's look at your subconscious drive here, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. 6 of Pentacles. Interesting energy. Like the second I started shuffling cards for you, the energy kind of sped up a little bit, but like in a good way. Like it put a smile on my face. I feel like this week is going to feel balanced for you, or at least you're going to be able to figure out how to bring in more balance into your life. Let's see what the rest of the cards have here for you. Okay. So we're starting off with this 9 of Swords energy, and that's the energy of anxiety, energy of hopelessness. And I feel like with the 7 of Swords being in your subconscious drive here, this could have to do, is that the way you say it? I don't know. This possibly has to do with you having to pay for somebody else here, like you supporting somebody and their lifestyle. You're carrying somebody else's burden. So you could be paying for somebody's phone bill, or somebody's car, or for somebody's, I don't know, food, shoes. It could be like going out with a friend to eat, but this friend always expects you to pick up the check type of a situation, right? Like you're carrying somebody's burden, or you are picking up somebody else's kids from school, or even if you are in an equal partnership and you have kids with this person, you're the one who's always taking care of housework. You go to work, you picking up kids, you go into the supermarket to buy all the food, then you're cooking all the food. Like it's not an equal give and take here. So this week you are gonna feel like, okay, I have to change things around. I can no longer carry everybody's burden on me. And once you kind of realize that the situation is suffocating you, once you're going to be able to identify that situation, you're going to be able to change it up. You're going to be able to release it. And I like it. I like it a lot. The King of Wands is in your obstacle here, you know. And the way I look at King of Wands in this position and how I'm feeling it, it's kind of like, Aries, that's what I always say about you. You do a lot. You are able to accomplish a lot. It's kind of like if you tell yourself, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, guess what you're going to do? You're going to do exactly X, Y, and Z, and probably under the amount of time that you even yourself thought you're going to be able to do it. You do a lot, you commit to a lot, and you accomplish your goals. You're just that kind of person. That's the energy that I'm picking up, and that's who you are. And the universe is telling you, like, no, you gotta put your foot down. Just because you're able to do something for this person, for this situation, it doesn't mean you have to. You know, you got to acknowledge the fact that it's throwing you out of some kind of balance, and you're not prioritizing what's near and dear to your heart here. With the Ten of Cups being your strength, it's telling me that your priority is your inner happiness, your fulfillment, you know, joy with your family, cooking for your family, having to change diapers of your family members, having to pick them up from practice, this and that, going shopping, cleaning. Yes, it's a part of life, but that's not enjoying your family. You know what I mean? Enjoying your family is literally spending time with your family. So I feel like this week you're gonna, and again, this is a general reading. This can, you know, apply to any area of your life. However, I do feel like you're going to see this week where you're going to be like, oh, this friend expects me to pay again. Oh, I'm never going to see this person ever again. And you're not going to feel guilty about it. Or you're going to come to your partner and be like, okay, I am doing these chores. You are doing the rest of the chores. I need to spend time with my family as well. And I need to have some balance in my life where I can have some time for myself as well. And yeah, let's see the outcome. Yeah, you're gonna be able to make that choice. Two of Wands. You're gonna clearly see where this inequality of give and take is happening in your life, and you're gonna be able to address it, to find that balance, to find that kind of shared give and take within your life. I love it. I love it, love it. And I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Taurus. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's see where your energies are, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives and your obstacle, strength for this week, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. Ooh, the Chariot energy. I like it. That's the energy of being in control, energy of being on your right path in life, or being able to kind of stick to your goals, whatever those goals are, in order to evolve in life, rather, like to complete some big goal that's going to help you move forward with your life. Let's see what we got here. What we got here. We got the Judgment card here is your current energy, which I like. And I feel like I've been getting Judgment cards for Taurus for quite some time, or this is what I'm remembering the most here, is like that energy of reflection. Okay, let me see what's happening in my life, and let me see how I can make my life better. What are some projects that I have to shed, and what are some projects that I can kind of renew in order to make myself better, in order to evolve, you know. And I like it. And then with the Seven of Pentacles being in your subconscious drive, you're not scared to work towards that goal of becoming a better version of yourself. I feel like there's something that you wanted to do for quite some time for yourself. Maybe it's like starting a yoga class, going to a Pilates studio, starting an art class, getting a license in something, a certification in something. This could pertain to money, but this can also pertain to your emotional space. Obviously, this is a general reading, so take how it resonates. You know your life better than anybody. But there's something that you've been meaning to do for a long time, yet you were scared. You were not sure. You were kind of like not really sure whether this was the right time in your life, whether this was the right path. And the universe is telling you this is the right path, my friend. Do it. Do it. And you are not afraid to do it, which is beautiful. Go ahead. This is the right time to restart or start this this whatever that is that you've been wanting to do for so long here. With the Three of Swords, the universe is telling you, you know, even if it's like doesn't seem plausible in at this state of your life, but the universe is telling you there's still a way. So let's say you always wanted to be a competitive biker. You wanted to do like, I don't know what bikers do. I'm sorry. Like go on these wild adventures for like hundreds of miles at a time. You know what? You don't have to do all that, especially if you're a little older, especially if you haven't worked out in a couple of years. But you know what you can start doing? You can start doing a spin class at the gym. Get a stationary bike. Get a bike that you can, you know, use to go around the park. You know what I mean? So your dream doesn't have to fully be eliminated. It could be adjusted in a way that matches your lifestyle, that matches where you are in your life right now. And that's gonna bring you so much happiness. Look at the Ten of Cups here beating your strength. It's gonna bring you so much fulfillment, so much inner happiness, such an emotional satisfaction, because not only are you gonna be able to kind of start on that path, which is the right path for you, by the way, but it's gonna give you a sense of confidence too. It's gonna give you a sense of purpose in life, and it's gonna show you how you can evolve, you can become a better version of yourself. And that's like the overarching energy here. Look, change is happening, my dear friend. By the end of this week or this time frame, I do feel like you'll be able to change some things around in your life and allow yourself to participate in this activity to advance. You know, nothing's gonna stop you, and once you start doing it, it's gonna bring you joy, and you're never ever gonna look back from this moment forward. Love it. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's see what energies we got for you for this time frame. Your subconscious drives your obstacle, support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. Ooh, the Death card. I like it because, you know, with the Death card, it means that there's something in your life that needs to be changed, and you're going to have that opportunity to change it, to end that cycle, to get rid of something that's no longer serving you. Let's look a little deeper to see what this pertains to. Wow, oh my God, look at all of these major arcana cards here. Amazing. You're currently in the Sun energy, which I love, because this energy tells me that you are seeking harmony, you're seeking fulfillment, but you're also very confident that you're gonna succeed in getting there, or at least that's what the universe is telling you. Like, stay confident, you're gonna get there, my friend. You will get there. Subconsciously, you have this justice energy, looking for that balance, you know, looking for that kind of clarity in life, because you're seeking to understand which way to go, what to do, how to address your relationships, your friendships, your work situation, to make it more harmonious, to make it more joyful, to also attain a certain level of success as well. You know, not only do you want everything to be happy, but you're also thinking about money, like how to bring more income into your life in order to, quote unquote, buy happiness, in order to buy you know, be able to pay for things that bring you joy, like a gym membership, right? Like a trip to the beach, like a trip to the hair salon. I don't know what it is, but all those things cost money, unless you live on the beach. You know what I mean. And I feel like you are also being realistic about it. It's not like you're saying, okay, all I want to do is move to Bora Bora and stay there for life and never have to work again. No, that's not the energy that I'm picking up. It's more of like, okay, I hope I make a little bit more money by doing X, Y, and Z. And if I have a little bit more money, I can then spend more time on myself. This could also be if I can have a different job that allows me to have more time on myself, I will take it. So, either you're seeking money here or you're seeking just a situation that's going to allow you to have more time, more energy for yourself, or it could be something else. This is a general reading, so you will be the only person who knows how it applies to your life. What the universe is telling you, the devil energy is here in your obstacle, so watch out for that. That's the energy of anxiety, energy of being kind of doing things that are not right, like that are morally wrong. For example, if you are seeking money, like it doesn't mean that you need to steal money from anybody. That's like a very extreme example, but like really lie on your taxes to get a better tax return. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't mean that you have to be unethical. And it also means that you should not, if you feel yourself getting anxious, which you will, you gotta curb it right away. Like you gotta nip it in the bud and allow your state to stay calm, allow yourself to stay collected, and allow yourself to stay focused. Do not just do something crazy that you might regret later, because you will regret it. With the Page of Swords being here in your strength, it tells me that you can think. You can think very logically during this time frame to figure out how to get where you need to get. You're also realizing that it's not going to happen overnight, even though your thinking will happen really fast here. You know that the end result might take some time to actualize. Does it make sense? I hope I explained this energy correctly, because with the Page of Swords, like there's you're going to be able to come up with some solutions. You're going to be able to figure out how to do it or which way to go, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be there like right away. And you're okay with that, like, which is great. Like, you understand how much work you got to put into it. You understand how much patience you have to put into it. And you're okay with it. That's kind of like the point. Oh my God. Another major arcana card. We got 5 out of 6. This is incredible. This is like really life-changing, my friend. You are on the right path here. You know, the universe is here with you. And a Judgment as the outcome. That's the energy of reflection, but also energy of reawakening and energy of healing here. What it tells me is that things are definitely changing in your life, right? You're shedding what no longer is needed. And you are trying to find more harmony and more balance in your life, and you're willing to work towards it. And what the universe is telling you, it's gonna come. Just you do the right thing. You keep yourself calm, because anxiety is really much possible, and you stay doing things that are ethically right and morally right, and don't sabotage yourself in the eyes of the Creator, in the eyes of the universe here. Wow, what a beautiful reading. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Cancer. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies for this week, my dear Cancer. Your subconscious drives, obstacle, support, possible outcome, overall vibe. Ooh, the World card. I like it. This is the energy of completion. This is the energy of finally something being finalized and done that you've been waiting for a long, long time. It's kind of like closing a chapter, right? Like this is not just a tiny little thing. Like a chapter of your life is closing, and you've gained a lot of perspective, you've gained a lot of knowledge through this cycle, and you've also gained a lot of fulfillment and harmony through it. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful. So you're currently in the King of Cups energy, which is great energy because you're feeling calm, you're feeling easygoing. So I do feel like this does have to do with your job situation. You're finishing something, or you're being acknowledged for something that you've done. You are finally being recognized that all the effort that you've put into something is a reflection of your hard work, and therefore you're going to be rewarded for it in some type of way. Or it could even be like a family situation where you're finally being recognized for all the efforts that you're putting into your family situation, your friendships, whatever it is. This is a general reading, so only you know how it applies to your life. The moon energy is in your subconscious drive. It's a kind of you are a very sensitive person by nature, and the moon energy is all about your emotions. It's all about kind of difficult searches, ponderings in the middle of the night. It could be a little bit unclear sometimes, with periods of fluctuation where sometimes things look like they're being okay, then the next moment things are not doing okay as much, but you're keeping calm, like you're keeping chill. You're kind of understanding that that's just a cycle of life. Even though maybe at a different time, in a different place, you would have felt stressed out, you would have felt anxious. Right now, I feel like you're very much understanding of how these emotions come and go, how fleeting they are. Or at least that's what the universe is calling you to do. Be more understanding to how sadness and happiness come and go. And they have nothing to do with who you are or where you are in life. They're just there like little buzzing sounds. And I feel like it gives you a sense of calmness here. With the Knight of Wands being on your obstacle, the universe is telling you like this is not the time to restart something, especially if you just finished something up, right? Especially if you just got a big promotion, if you just changed jobs, if you just, got engaged, moved in with somebody, especially if, like, whatever it is, gain some finances. This is not the time to throw that money away or kind of take for granted certain things. This is the time to be a little bit more conservative and a little bit more frugal in your efforts and in how you are dealing with relationships. With the Four of Pentacles being in your strength, I feel like you're going to be able to make that discernment. You're going to be able to understand how to conserve your energy. Like, yes, if you got engaged to somebody, it doesn't mean that you forget about yourself. That's kind of what I'm saying here. If you just got a promotion, it doesn't mean that you all of a sudden have to like jump on 20 different projects. No, like take a second, breathe, kind of get familiar with where you are, get familiar with what your responsibilities are first, and then take onto your plate whatever is it that you want to take onto your plate. Like, go slow, don't speed things up. You're going to have enough obstacles with the Seven of Wands here. You're going to have things that might come up which you did not realize would come up, and that's why it's important to kind of conserve your energy and conserve your resources, not put more on your plate during this time frame, but kind of allow space for anything unexpected to happen so that you have the energy, you have the money, you have those resources to handle whatever is going to come your way. What an interesting spread here, my dear friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Cancer. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Leo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energy for the week, your subconscious, your obstacle, your strength, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. 10 of Swords. So you know, this is the third time I've started this reading. Cards were not shuffling. I was speaking a lot in the beginning, and we get a 10 of Swords energy here. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of kind of impatient energy within you that is preventing you from thinking clearly. You're so scared of some kind of failure here, my dear friend, that you can't even think straight. Let's see what the rest of the cards are. You're currently in the Sun energy, which is the energy of wanting success, wanting joy, wanting to be very much positive, and wanting to have all of the solutions to all of the problems in your hand here. The Page of Pentacles is your subconscious drive, where you're actually willing to work for it. You know, not only do you want the harmony in your life, the success in your life, something positive, you're also willing to work towards it. And I like it because, you know, not everyone is willing to work towards things in their life, but yet you are. However, what the universe is telling me here is that the Queen of Pentacles is in your obstacle, which tells me that you are not looking at things very clearly. You're almost giving too much thought and too much energy to people who don't really matter in your life. Like you're doing somebody else's job for them, for example. You are being too nice to somebody where like you really don't need to be nice to that person. You go out of your way to please somebody else. It's creating a whole lot of imbalance in your life, you know, and that overarching fear here of failure is making you do it. It's almost like, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. You're sucking up to somebody because you're too scared that if you're not going to suck up to them, then all of a sudden everything that you're working towards is going to collapse. And that's not true. What the universe is telling you, the Five of Pentacles is in your strength sector. Right now, you need to recognize that you are giving too much energy to things that do not matter. You're giving too much energy to people who cannot help you in any possible way. You're taking their burden onto your shoulders. And what is it doing? It's giving you more anxiety. It's giving you more imbalance. It's creating more fear in you. It's creating that confusion. And you are not able to think straight because you are so much in this energy of insecurity that you don't even know what to do. Like, what's the right thing to do next? The universe is letting you know that the Six of Pentacles is the final outcome for this week here. There is a thing of, you know, equal give and take in relationships. If you know that by giving into a situation you're not going to get anything back, don't do anything. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your energy. Don't waste your resources. It's not going to take you anywhere. What's going to happen over time, you're going to start being taken advantage of. Now people are going to be relying on you to do these things for them. So if you're giving a ride to somebody 3 times this week, And even though it's out of your way, even though you're wasting gas money, but because for some reason you want to please this person, you know what's going to happen next? They're going to expect you to drive them, for you to drive them every single time now. So every single time you're going to have to waste your time going out of your way to drive them somewhere. You're going to have to waste your money on gas, and you're going to take away from yourself. You're going to take away from spending time with the family, spending time on the things that are important to you. You know? Wow. Interesting week, my dear friend. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Virgo. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies for this week. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe, the Five of Pentacles. You're really concentrating on getting better in some area of your life. I feel like you're recognizing that you're taking too much onto yourself all of the time, and you're figuring out ways of how to make your life a little lighter, how to overcome that insecurity of not being enough, how to finally heal, how to transform, how to change yourself from where you are right now and where you've been to where you want to be. I like it. Let's look at the rest of the cards here. Ooh. Okay. Very nice. You are in the sun energy. You want the joy. You want the happiness. You want the success in life. And you are understanding here with the Four of Pentacles being in your subconscious drive is that you cannot get that joy, that positivity, that harmony if you give too much of yourself into other areas of your life. You know, you can't be buying things for everyone else and expecting to save money for your own self. Does it make sense? Like, you gotta prioritize your needs before the needs of others. You can't waste your time. I don't want to say waste your time, but like taking care of this person's needs and then taking care of that person's needs and then not leaving any time for yourself. That's not how you find harmony, success, and the positivity. And you're realizing this, like, more than ever, that the only way to get there is if you really take a big effort and give that time, the resources, that money for yourself. And that's the only way you're gonna get better. That's the only way you're gonna get out of the cycle. You might get into the Six of Pentacles and your obstacle here vibe this week. You might feel a little guilty if, let's say, somebody asks you to do something and you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to say no to this person. I feel like their needs are my responsibility. But the universe is telling you, just tell them no, not right now. You know, you're the one who needs to rejuvenate with the star energy being here in your strength. You are the one who needs to regain that positivity in your life. You're the one who needs your well-being prioritized, you know, especially with the Five of Pentacles. That also indicates sickness, right? You could be the one, somebody who's recovering from some kind of sickness. And you can't be doing things for others when you're the one who needs to recover from that sickness. Does it make sense? Yes, it might make you feel guilty because you always give here, give there, give to this person, give to that person. And this is obviously a general reading, so you know how it applies to your life. It's going to be different for everyone, but you are not conserving your energy, your resources for your own well-being, and you need to right now. You need to concentrate on yourself. Yeah, Seven of Swords is the possible outcome for the week, which tells me that for many of you, you're going to be able to recognize where do you carry the burden of others this week. You might not fully be able to stop carrying that burden. However, you might realize it. Like this person, I love this deck and I love this card in this deck because you are a clown if you are carrying everybody else's issues, everybody's burdens, like these naked swords in your hands. That's what happens when you're trying to help everyone, when you're trying to give to everyone, when you're taking all everybody else's issues onto yourself. You're carrying naked swords in your hands. What's gonna happen? Your hands just gonna cut up, right? You're the clown. You end up looking like a clown because you do not take care of yourself. You're taking care of others. Meanwhile, you're hurting yourself so badly by taking care of everyone else. Does it make sense? I hope that it does. Even though it makes you feel guilty not to do it, you just need to not do it. And I feel like you're gonna recognize it this week. You're gonna feel like, okay, enough is enough. I gotta get back to me. I gotta get my wellness back. I gotta rejuvenate myself. I gotta heal myself. I gotta allow myself to be happy first before anyone else is happy. Wow, a lot of growth, my dear Virgo. I absolutely love it. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Libra. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome for the week, and the overall vibes. The Empress. I like it. I like the Empress energy for you for this week because that's the energy of finally coming up with some kind of a solution to a problem that you've been having. This is the energy of starting something new, investing your time into resources, into a project that you've been meaning to start for quite some time, kind of starting your own business, or even, pregnancy is a possibility here, my dear friend, whether you're pregnant or your partner is pregnant. Having a baby or adopting a pet, those are all possibilities this week. However it's gonna materialize itself, I don't know. You're the only one who knows. This is a general reading, so let's see what the rest of the cards have here for you. Yeah, interesting energies. You're starting off with this Ace of Cups energy, which tells me that you are concentrating on your domestic happiness. This is where you find your joy. This is where you find your happiness, is in your home. And I feel like you're opening up your heart in a way that's allowing you to enjoy your home life a lot during this time frame. So for some of you, you could have been like working really hard and not having a good balance in your life. Yet this week or this time frame, you're making conscious decisions, with the King of Swords being here, to prioritize your family, because that's your sense of happiness. That's your place of happiness. If you don't have a family, then yourself. You could be prioritizing yourself. You could be prioritizing your friends. Now, just like the beautiful balance, work-life balance, you're prioritizing your life here during this time frame because you're realizing that your goals, your creative passions are important to you, just as important to you as making money. And I really did feel that idea of like pursuing a new business venture, or just solving some problems around your schedule here, or even getting that baby. Like family vibes are very strong in this reading, my dear friend. Seven of Swords is in your obstacle, which is the energy of sometimes, because how do I put it? Because you are understanding that you cannot have that balance if you don't cut something out. The only way you can gain that balance if you cut things out of your life. And it's hard to do, especially when it comes to work, right? With the Seven of Swords being an obstacle, like sometimes it is a very much financial card to me, where you are financially dependent on something or somebody, and therefore you cannot just walk away because you need this adventure to fulfill your financial needs. And that's okay as long as you continue prioritizing your family, your joy in life, right? You can't be all work 24/7, working 12, 16 hours a day and expect to be happy. Maybe that's what you got to do during this time frame. I don't know your life, right? And I can judge you for it. Sometimes that's what we got to do. However, looking forward, looking forward at your life, as you're planning ahead your life, you kind of gonna have to make those tough decisions with the Two of Swords here, where you're gonna have to cut something out in order to allow yourself to have that lifestyle that you want, that life-work balance that you want. If you need to work 16 hours a day, obviously I'm exaggerating, maybe I'm not, I don't know. But if you need to work a lot in order to sustain a certain level of lifestyle, you have to understand that then you cannot have that compromise, right? Then you already picked your battle here. You already picked your path. Then you have to stick with this path, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm saying it correctly so you can understand. If you're getting a baby, for example, and you're working a whole bunch of hours every day, you just have to understand that your choices are really kind of clear cut here. Either you continue busting your butt and working 16 hours a day, or you will not be able to provide for your child. So you could be working all these hours and you will never see your child, or you will work all of these hours and you will provide for the child. You know what I mean? There is a misbalance here. There is definitely a total misbalance here, and something's gonna have to give. Maybe instead of working 16 hours, you can work 12 hours and spend the 4 extra hours with your family. Does it make sense? Like, the compromise is available to you, but the compromise might not be what you want it to be, if that makes sense. However, there is a lot of energy available for you for some kind of a solution to whatever problem you're having during this time frame. The solution is there. It just might not be totally what you wanted. And with the Wheel of Fortune being in your outcome here, it does tell me that there could be a little bit of luck involved here. And you might be surprised that even if you cut down your work hours by 4 hours, from the example that I've given you, it might give you enough time to spend with your kid. You know, it might be just satisfying enough. If you're starting a new business, it might be satisfying enough just to be in that business and maybe not make as much money as you once anticipated. It's a really confusing energy here. A lot of kind of conflicting vibes that I'm getting. However, the overarching energy, I don't know which way is the right way to say it, is that you will have to compromise. However, the little bit of a compromise that you're gonna have to do is still gonna make you feel a lot better. It's still gonna alter your whole life in a much positive direction here. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear friend. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week. Hello, my dear Scorpio. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies for this week. Your subconscious drive, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. We got the Seven of Pentacles telling me that you're either going to start to work on something new this week, or you want to start on working on something this week, or that just you're going to be very diligent about some kind of chore, some kind of activities during this time frame. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got Two of Cups as your energy this week. I feel like your partnerships are going to be highlighted. Either partnerships at home or partnerships at work. I feel like this energy is all about starting something new and seeking support from your partners, seeking support from the people around you. So for some of you, you could be seeking support from your spouse, from the person that you're connecting with. For others of you, you could be starting something new and therefore you're seeking support from a mentor, seeking support from a person at work, or you just want to do something that you have never done before and therefore you want to work with another person to do it. Like if you want to start working out at a gym and you never really worked with weights before, this is the time where you're gonna hire somebody, or even do it with a friend where you can get some kind of moral support and also guidance of how to do something that you are not really fully aware of how to do it. With the Page of Wands being here in your subconscious drive, this is something that's very much exciting to you, which I love. This is something that you may have been exploring for a while, and this is something that's going to bring you some kind of joy. You're kind of passionate about whatever is it that you're doing, and I like it a lot. Obviously, this is a general reading, so take how it resonates and how it applies into your life. What the universe is telling you right now, with the Two of Wands being in your obstacle, is right now is not really the time to make big decisions and plan ahead as it revolves around this project, because there's still a lot that you do not know. There's still a lot that you're gonna have to adjust and change as you're moving forward. Like if you're trying to start this weightlifting program, for example, okay, you got with a trainer, you got with a friend who's been doing it for a while, and they're telling you like, okay, you're gonna have to get like this specific chalk that you can like use to hold the bar. You need to get like these wraps for something else. You have to get the weightlifting shoes to do the proper squats. Like I don't know, like you're gonna get all of this equipment instead of going in like 100% right now. Give it a little time. Do it with whatever you have. If you're just starting out, you do not need all of these things just to understand the process, just to understand the form that you gotta hold, to understand how it works. You don't need all those things yet. As you're gonna learn more, you will know exactly what you need to buy and what you do not need to buy. If you are trying to, like, let's say, go to nursing school, right now is the time to obviously seek advice, try to figure out which school to go to, figure out the financial situation, like how you're going to pay for it, especially if it has to do with your partner. Like you have to be on that same page right now before you make the final decision, which school and which program you're going to go into. You know, does it make sense? Like, especially if you're doing it with your partner where you both have to sacrifice in order for you to go back to school. Like their input is just equally as important. So just kind of like wait a second to make the final decisions. Wait a second before you fully, jump into something, because you are in the early stages of this venture and therefore you still don't know a lot, and your needs will change, your outlook will change, and how you want it to be will change. So give yourself that space, for change to happen. With the Death card here being in your Strength sector, this is all about ending one cycle and beginning a new cycle. This is all about change. This is all about starting something new. All you gotta do right now is just start it. All you gotta do is just do whatever, like walk on that path in the direction that you want to walk towards. And once you understand more about whatever you want, you're going to be able to really make a solid, conscious decision of what you need to get there. Yeah, look at this, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is here as the possible outcome. It's all about your action, right? I feel like by the end of the week, you're going to be able to start this project, start this workout program, find the right nursing school. Just act, just start that application process. Start that routine, whatever it is. All you have to do this week is start. Everything else will kind of fall into place as the time goes. And you are lucky to have people in your life, and with the Two of Cups being here, who are willing to support you, who are willing to be there for you. Whether you're paying for their services or not, it's always good to have support. I do feel like this person is going to be really helpful to you and really going to be a great guide for you. I love it. Hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, my dear Scorpio. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a super wonderful week, my friend. Hello, my dear Sagittarius. Welcome. This is your intuitive energetic check-in for the week of March 20th through March 26th. Let's look at your energies, my dear friend. Your subconscious drives, your obstacle, your support, possible outcome, and the overall vibe. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. Your heart is open, my dear friend, which I really, really much like. And your heart is open kind of with one thing in mind. You want to be satisfied and happy within your family, whatever your family consists of. It could be your family that you have created. It could be the family that has birthed you, brought you up. It could be the family of friends that you have and you surrounded yourself by. But those people are the ones who bring you the most happiness. Those people are the ones who bring you the most satisfaction. And you want to be with them right now. You want to be around them. And you also want to give that love back to them because you receive so much from them. Nice, nice, very nice. What the universe is telling you that right now is the time to come up with ideas of how to move forward in your life. I do feel like your family life is incredibly important to you. But in order for you to have a happy family life, you also have to be a provider in your own life. You have to be accomplished in some kind of ways. You have to be able to bring something to the table, whether it's in a financial sector, whether it's in a some kind of I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like courting somebody. Does it make sense? Like showing somebody that you really love them, showering them with love, affection, in that type of way, or in a way that makes them proud of you. You know what I mean? You just want to be a partner that is who is like looked upon with some kind of glorification comes to mind, and I don't want to say it like that, but somebody who's being put up on a pedestal, somebody who's being admired, somebody who's being really acknowledged for all the work, for all the work and effort that they're putting into this relationship. Does it make sense? Like, you want to be acknowledged for it. You don't just want to very stucky energy. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm going blank left and right. The second I get a thought in my head, it just completely disappears. And with the King of Swords here being your subconscious energy, it does tell me that you are thinking a lot. There's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot of, you're trying to put your emotions aside and be very logical about how to proceed, how to gain that's financial success, how to be, how to look good in the eyes of the person that you're connecting with, in the eyes of your family. Does it make sense? So sometimes it might come off in a weird way because you're not sure how to show your love or how to achieve that level of success that you feel you need to achieve in order to be admired within your relationship, within your friend circle. And it's becoming confusing because it's just confusing. I feel very much confused in this energy. And it is a general reading, so take what resonates from this reading to you. However, if you are feeling any type of confusion, the universe wants you to know that right now you're not going to get any clarity, especially on your own. Right now, the more you think about it, the more confused you're going to be. The more you're going to think about, how am I going to get more domestic happiness? How am I going to be more happy with my family? How am I going to show more affection? How am I going to show them more of something? The more confused you're going to become. So don't try to find that clarity on your own. You could find that clarity by working with somebody else, with the Three of Pentacles being here in your strength sector, telling me that this is a good time to either work with a psychiatrist, psychologist, sociologist, whoever, to work through your situation, to really much decipher what your true needs are, how you can show the people that you're connecting with that you truly care about them, how you can achieve that success that you're so seeking. You know, you're not going to be able to do it independently right now. You need to work with others to kind of collaborate and have those big conversations to help you get through this time period. Oh my God, I hope I articulated this correctly, because this is crazy. And look at this, more confusing energy. You might not find this clarity by the end of the week. And I feel like you're not going to find it at all. You're still going to be confused. There's still going to be a lot of indecision. There's still going to be a lot of like stalemate kind of energy happening in your life during this time frame. However, you got to continue keeping that heart open, and you got to continue talking to your friends, talking to licensed professionals, talking to others, help you get out of this situation, out of this mental drain. Because the more you're staying in your own head, the less progress you're making, the more confused you're getting here. I hope this reading clarified a couple of things for you, because it confused the heck out of me. Like the video, click subscribe if you haven't done so as of yet, and have a wonderful week, my friend.